a superb move from Fernando Alonso.
From cramped caravans to billion-dollar pit lanes, F1 drivers rise from wildly different worlds, and their paths are nothing alike. Some fought from poverty to podiums, while others rode billionaire backing to the grid. Here's a look at F1's richest and poorest drivers ever. Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon's story doesn't begin with supercars, private jets, or million-dollar sponsorships. It starts with a family that had nothing but belief. No wealthy backers, no big-name academy, just two parents running a small garage in Évreux, France. His father was a mechanic, his mother managed the business, and life was simple. But when they saw how their son lit up every time he touched a steering wheel, they made a decision most people would call impossible. They weren't just supporting a hobby, they were preparing to sacrifice everything for a dream that didn't come with guarantees. So they did something extraordinary. They sold their home and the garage that kept their family afloat. They gave up their income, their stability, and their safety net, just so their son wouldn't give up on racing. And once they had nothing left to lose, they packed what remained of their lives into a caravan and set off to chase karting circuits across Europe. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't comfortable, it was gritty, exhausting, and uncertain. They reused discarded tires from other teams, recycling the least damaged ones so Esteban could keep racing. Imagine nights parked behind racetracks, the three of them squeezed together, living off hope, determination, and the kind of love that refuses to let a dream die quietly. Then came 2011, the year everything changed. Esteban entered the WSK Euro Series, a place where talent has nowhere to hide. He didn't win, but he did something just as powerful. He finished second, right behind Max Verstappen, the same Max Verstappen who would go on to dominate Formula One. For a kid living out of a caravan, running on borrowed tires and borrowed time, that wasn't just a result. It was a message, a warning shot to the racing world that said, I belong here. You just don't know it yet. It proved that talent didn't always come wrapped in money, and that heart could take you places cash couldn't. And then, as if destiny was finally paying attention, Mercedes knocked on the door. The biggest power in modern Formula One noticed the kid who had no backing, no sponsors, and no financial safety net, but had raw talent no one could deny. They brought him into their junior program, a turning point that would change everything. In 2014, Ocon won the Euro F3 championship, beating, you guessed it, Max Verstappen. 2 years later, he made his F1 debut with Manor Racing. By 2017, he had earned a full-time seat with Force India, proving once again that you don't need a billionaire parent when you have resilience carved into your bones. But success never made him forget where he came from. Every podium, every overtake, every applause he hears reminds him of the nights spent in that cramped caravan, of parents who risked their entire lives for his shot at greatness. He knows every lap he races is written with their sacrifices, and that's what makes his journey so powerful. In a sport dominated by money, privilege, and connections, Esteban Ocon's rise is a reminder that the strongest fuel in racing isn't bought, it's built. And sometimes the engine that takes you to Formula One isn't under the car, it's the heart beating behind you. Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher's narrative seems almost mythological, as it starts in a little German village where every penny counts rather than in opulent mansions or lavish cars. While his mother ran a modest restaurant, his father was a bricklayer and assisted in running the nearby kart track. Life was challenging, but they had a son whose irresistible passion for racing could not be missed. They fed a fire already raging within him, even without riches. Born from discarded materials, his first karts weren't elegant, costly vehicles. Michael and his father constructed engines, frames, and components recovered from junk piles and leftovers from other racers. Michael's early training included every twist of a wrench and tightening of a bolt. His first lessons in discipline, patience, and resiliency were the dirt-filled corners, the grease-stained hands, and the effort to keep those homemade karts operating. Though not glamorous, it was authentic. And then somebody finally noticed. Local entrepreneur Jürgen Dilk noticed something in the small boy that others missed. He detected attention, hunger, possibility. Dilk was Schumacher's first sponsor, providing the financial lift he absolutely had to shed the shadows of regional racing. Michael won the 1983 German Junior Kart Championship, demonstrating that raw talent might shine even without funding behind it. So fast did that help pay off. Schumacher kept rising over the years. Having won the German F3 Championship in 1990, he demonstrated to the world his outstanding, rather than simply good nature. Pure commitment propelled him up, not privilege. Eddie Jordan gave him his first Formula One drive in 1991, therefore starting a career that would transform the sport. From scavenged kart parts to 7 world championships, Schumacher's path demonstrates that legends are created through grit, heart, and persistent belief rather than from affluence. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's rise begins with a level of sacrifice that almost feels unreal. His father, Anthony Hamilton, juggled 4 jobs at once: cleaner, IT manager, salesperson, anything he could find, just to keep Lewis on the karting track. Some nights he slept in the car because it was cheaper than driving back home. That's not just support, that's a parent deciding that a child's dream is worth more than their own comfort. Lewis caught Ron Dennis's attention at only 13 and was invited into the McLaren Junior program, yet natural ability alone did not define him. Late braking, race awareness, mental sharpness, and corner understanding like a chess move were all skills Anthony was teaching him. Lewis's every lap bore the burden of a father's belief and sacrifice. Hamilton's story demonstrates what relentless tenacity looks like, from small car trips to the most brilliant podiums in motorsport. No family riches, no shortcuts, just talent, grit, and a father who fought to prevent the dream from slipping away. Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel begins far from luxury. No millionaire sponsorship, no prestigious schools. His mother was a homemaker, his father a carpenter, and their life was straightforward. But inside that little house resided a youngster with lightning-fast instincts and a passion that could not be suppressed. Though his family lacked much, they gave him all that mattered: belief, time, and unflinching support. Vettel fought his way into the top level of motorsports by sheer brilliance and relentless discipline. 4 world championships later, he's lauded for intelligence and accuracy in addition to velocity. His ascension demonstrates how genius can overcome affluence in the most costly sport in the world. Nikita Mazepin. Nikita Mazepin didn't come from struggle, he came from staggering luxury. His father, Dmitry Mazepin, is a billionaire worth over $2.2 billion. And from the moment Nikita first stepped into a kart, he had resources most drivers could only dream of. And to be fair, he wasn't talentless. He won the Russian karting championship in 2011 and finished second in the 2014 Karting World Championship. On paper, his rise looked solid, but behind every achievement was a shadow, the knowledge that his father's money was always smoothing the path. When Haas brought him into Formula One, it wasn't purely merit that sealed the deal. It was the massive injection of sponsorship cash that the struggling team desperately needed. But the spotlight in F1 is brutal. You can't buy respect, racecraft, or consistency, and Mazepin's weaknesses showed quickly. Spins, collisions, and questionable on-track decisions earned him the mocking nickname Maze's Spin. Behind the scenes, he clashed with teammates and pit crews, fueling a reputation for arrogance rather than professionalism. Then everything collapsed. Dmitry Mazepin's ties to Vladimir Putin turned toxic after Russia invaded Ukraine, forcing Haas to cut Nikita loose overnight. His F1 career evaporated as quickly as it began. Mazepin's story is a sharp reminder. Money can buy a seat, but not a legacy. Lando Norris. Lando Norris embodies a different sort of riches narrative, one where true ability meets privilege. From day one, Adam Norris, worth around $250 million and founder of Pure Electric, made sure Lando had access to the best karting gear, top-tier teams, and premier coaching. While many children battled for elementary tools, Lando trained with the best money could buy. He joined the McLaren Junior program in 2017 and was poised on a Formula One grid only 2 years later. But here's what sets Lando apart. He didn't rely on money to carry him. He proved himself with razor-sharp instincts, natural speed, and the consistency of a future champion. His father supported him, not by buying results, but by backing his journey, even partnering Pure Electric with McLaren. Lando's rise proves an important truth. Wealth can open the door, but it's talent and discipline that keep you in the room. Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll is often seen as the ultimate paid driver in Formula One, and it's not hard to understand why. His father, Lawrence Stroll, a billionaire worth nearly $4 billion, practically paved the entire road for his racing career. From private jets to elite karting setups to hiring former F1 drivers as personal mentors, Lance had every advantage money could buy. Lawrence didn't just fund the journey, he bought Prima Racing to advance Lance's junior career, then purchased Racing Point, now Aston Martin, to secure his son a guaranteed F1 seat. But once the lights go out, money can't drive the car. Lance showed flashes of potential, but inconsistency, poor qualifying, and friction within the team exposed the limits of privilege. His story stands in stark contrast to drivers who fought for every lap, proving that while wealth can open doors in F1, it can't create raw talent or lasting respect. F1 is built on speed, money, and sheer determination. Some drivers clawed their way up, others had fortunes clearing the path. But in the end, grit and talent matter more than any bank balance. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe.